Hello, good morning to you this morning. It's another fantastic Friday. Yeah, it's another fantastic Friday. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye of Dexteritas Professional Corporation, coming to you live from our offices here in Calgary. And I consider it an opportunity to, be able to do this. Talk Finance Friday, all things money, enterprise, personal finance, and financial growth in general. Um, it's a cold Friday morning. Winter is here, yes, and it's December, yes. And this is the last of my 11-week financial clarity series. It's been an amazing, amazing opportunity to bring these tidbits, and pieces of information to you every Friday morning, literally all year long, and definitely this last bit of it. This is going to be the last of my Finance Friday sessions for 2025. I'll be back second Friday in 2026 with more Finance Friday. It's been a pleasure to have these conversations. And yeah, I'm looking forward to taking some time off, planning a nice calendar for next year, enjoying the holiday season with family and friends. And speaking of family and friends, to all my friends at Founders Lounge, I hope you're looking forward to Thursday the 18th. That's next week, Thursday. December's Founders Lounge is going to be a games night, like all things fun and games. We're going to party like it's Christmas Eve, and it's just supposed to be really, it's not a man party. It's just, hang out, play games, meet people, have conversations, and enjoy a few drinks and some snacks and something like that. That's a general plan. That's going to happen at the platform, 6 to 8 p.m., December 18, 2025. That's a plan for Founders Lounge this month. And for my friends of the modest income persuasion, if for any reason whatsoever you have not filed your personal tax returns for 2024 or 23 or 22 or 21, or going as far back as 10 years, maybe even 15, and you require help to have your tax returns filed, kindly reach out to my friends at the Financial Empowerment Initiative through their email, operations@thefei. That is operations@thefei. And somebody will get back to you to book an appointment to have those tax returns filed so that you can access the benefits that the government of Canada has for you. So, what do I have in store for you Finance Friday today? I'm still talking tax planning. As in, listen, your tax bill is your biggest single potential bill that you're going to pay from the day you turn 18 until the day that you leave this earth, as far as you are a resident of Canada. That's why I spend so much time talking about it, right? So, what has my 11 weeks of financial clarity been like? First things first, I want you to understand that December Q4 is really important as far as your tax strategy is concerned. That's the time you get to revisit, to recalibrate, revisit your plan, take a look at your income, look at your expenses, look at your credits and deductions, and then you have the month of December to clean all of that up and make the necessary changes. That's exactly where we started this session from. And during that period, we talked about, where's my income coming from? Is it employment income? Is it business income? Did I sell an asset that triggered capital gains or losses? How do I use those to my advantage? Do I have any rental income? Are my rentals profitable? Am I losing money on the rental? All those kind of questions were where we spent the second week. And of course, we talked about how you pay yourself. Salary, dividend, if you're a business owner, if you're an employee, what are the options that are available to you, to take advantage of your employee situation? What else can you do to improve that refund that comes your way at the end of the year? Then we talked about the RRSPs and registered accounts, right? RRSPs, TFSAs, RESPs, RDSPs, and using those to your advantage, because one, they help you to save on taxes, but they are also part of your long-term financial plan. they help you to build wealth when you use them right. So we had that conversation, right? That was our session on smart saving. Then we talked about our family strategy. When, as a business owner, you work with members of your family and you are consciously integrating them in your business as part of your financial plan and as part of your tax plan. Then we talked about the charitable donations and the power of giving. Giving being part of not just 1 year's tax plan, but part of your long-term financial plan and your legacy, how you transfer wealth to the next generation. And then we also talked about audit-proofing your finances, i.e., the documents that you need to gather, how you keep them, how you ensure they are retrievable. So we talked about documents relating to income, expenses, bank statements and credit cards, as well as contracts and agreements. Those are all things that we said, hey, you got to keep this close by and make sure that they're in a form that you can retrieve them easily in the event that you get a review letter from the CRA. So that's pretty much all we went through. And I know you know that's a lot. So if there's any of those sessions you missed, you can just get to my YouTube channel, check out those videos. They're live. Or you can check out the shorts and pick up the key nuggets for your benefit. So why did I go through this entire process, really? What was the point? The point is this: tax planning is not an April conversation. Tax planning is a series of habits that you build and implement through the course of the year. So you don't just wake up in April and say, hey, I have to make sure I get a refund. It doesn't work that way. It's step by step. Precept upon precept, line upon line, through the course of the year gets you that fantastic refund. And that's why I went through this process. Now, my hope really at the end of this is that when we started this, you started to look into your personal situation, you started to look at your taxes, and you started to look at your finances as a whole, so that you can get a better handle on your finances and begin to assign your dollars to objectives and goals, so that your long-term financial position is better than when I started these conversations. That's my goal, and I hope that you're driving in that direction. So, this is the last of them for this year. It's been a pleasure bringing these sessions to you, having these conversations, responding to people in the DMs, responding to inquiries, having conversations with people subsequent to these sessions. I've totally enjoyed it. So thank you very much for your engagement. What is there to look forward to in 2026? I can tell you there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. I already have a draft calendar out there drafted with next year in mind. And we're just going to take it step by step. We're going to talk about your income. We're going to talk about documentation. We're going to talk about how you spend. We're going to talk about how you build financial capacity, earning capacity. We're going to go through all of those fundamentals in the course of next year. But it's been an amazing year bringing these sessions to you every Friday morning, and it has been my pleasure. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching the shorts, sharing the TikToks. It's been an amazing pleasure, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful to everyone that has listened and learned. But more importantly, financial clarity is not a moment, right? It's a rhythm. It's things that you do every day. It's a little thing that you do every day, one step at a time, one move at a time. And my sincere desire is that you start to find the steps, and you start to take the steps on a daily basis on the way to your own personal financial clarity. So if you're listening to all this and you're like, you know what, I really don't get what you're talking about, or I have some questions about this or that or the other, you can hit me up, discoverycall.dexteritas.ca. Let's have a quick chat and see how I can answer some of your questions. Or you can book a consultation at taxplanning.dexteritas.ca, and I'll be excited to actually answer your questions and help you put together a plan that puts you in a better place as far as your taxes and your long-term financial plan is concerned. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye. It's Friday, the 12th of December, 2025, and it's been an amazing pleasure bringing these sessions to you. This is it for 2025. I'll see you sometime next year. Have an amazing Friday, and bye for now.